Welcome to Controlled Chaos. I just spent 20 minutes recording without recording. Yeah. You're gonna hear some noise in the background. My kids are playing Beanie Babies in the other room. They get loud. Right, so, here's how this week has gone. Again, because I just went through all of this without actually recording. You can see the state of my office, okay? It's Christmas week. This is a thing. Like, this is kind of what my office looks like anyway. But usually it gets cleaned up. It's not happening this week because we're not home very much. So weekend was a bit of a blur. Last minute Christmas shopping, last minute everything. Groceries, things to make sure we got through the week, or at least survived to this point. Apparently we're running out of dog food. That's a different problem. I don't remember what we did Monday. That was also a bit of a blur. We were, again, preparing for this week. Tuesday, family came in. We didn't see the family Tuesday. They had a schedule for stuff all week. I don't know what the heck with his family sometimes. Right now, I'm kind of half equating his father to an overexcited 8-year-old because almost all of his children are in town right now. And there are 7 of them, okay? This is not a common thing. It's just, there's just so many of them. It's very uncommon for them all to be in the same place. So he's excited, okay? I get it. He has every reason to be excited, okay? That's a lot of people in one spot. It just, I can't do all of these. He overschedules when he's excited. He gets all these fun ideas and likes to throw out as many options as possible. It can be overwhelming sometimes, but I just kind of looked at it and went, what works with our schedule? So we're going to be over there. We were there yesterday because Tuesday I streamed, made cookie dough Tuesday, made icing Tuesday. I may be interrupted to go help with my kid in a minute. But, yeah, I'm taking my time this week. Made the cookie dough. I have a couple family members that can't have a particular ingredient in the cookies and icing. And, I used alternative ingredients to make cookies, icing, cookie dough and icing. And then I streamed Tuesday night. It was Five Nights at Freddy's. I have to find another Five Nights at Freddy's. I can't, my anxiety level, I'm not setting off my asthma for a video game. Okay? So, my anxiety levels got too high, and after an hour and a half, I couldn't play it anymore. So I switched to another game, did some shopping. I'm going to have to get another Five Nights at Freddy's game, one of the other ones in the franchise. I suspect the one where I can move in the game is going to be less problematic on my anxiety. We're going to find out. But, you know, when I get a level 5 hype train, we do Five Nights at Freddy's for the next stream. That's what we did. Wound up having to switch to Fall Guys because Icarus is having a stroke on I think my computer needs some adjustments, some help. But I'm not a tech. Okay, I'm not the IT guy. That is my husband. He's going to have to figure this out. And he's good at it. He figures things out pretty easily. But, yeah, that's the problem there. So we bought a whole bunch of games on Epic because they're cheap. I got a payout. I'm reinvesting my payout. Whole bunch of games. And Junie, fun-ish, Love Bombed? Bit Bombed? I don't know what you want to call it. I was offline at the time and she threw money at me. Okay, that's what she did. A couple of people have thrown money at me this week. What's wrong with you people? But I'm grateful, just kind of, I'm a streamer now, apparently. A successful one-ish. I'm getting paid every month. And, yeah, so Wednesday, that was Tuesday. Edit that. Hi. There's no food in here, Bubby. Child 2. Oh, okay, I have a guest star in Child 2 today. Got it. Okay, what? You're gonna fall. Lonnie called you, baby.
Oh.
You may use Matt's laptop or Matt's tablet while you're out there. Bleh. This is Guru 2. Kid 2. That's my coffee. Absolutely not. You don't need caffeine. I got your ear. Wednesday we woke up and it was 30-something degrees outside. No, that was not Wednesday. That was okay, yeah, it was Wednesday. But that's not what I'm trying to do right now. It's been colder in Texas than it has been up north all week. Yeah. Whatever you sacrificed, Mom, no. Don't do it again. Bad. Don't do it. It's cold. It's cold. But Wednesday, I made cookies. I baked all that dough I had made the day before. I baked them into cookies. I don't know how many I made. I'm not counting. But baked all the cookies, colored the icing. That didn't go as planned. Here's the mistake I made. So my icing is 3 ingredients: powdered sugar, butter, and milk. He's now under my desk, so I'm sorry about the camera. He found a large pillow to squish. And I made a mistake and used water-soluble food coloring. Now here's the problem. If I had added that to the powdered sugar before it went in the butter, that might have worked, but I added it at the end. So the coloring did not want to bind. And really didn't bind. It tried separating in the fridge as we were in between areas. But Wednesday we went to the in-laws. We had dinner. It went better than I expected it to. I was in pain most of the time because, as I'm sure you can hear, I still have a sinus infection. It has moved into ear infection now, which has improved a lot. I could not hear at all out of one ear for the latter half of last week, and I can hear now. It's itchy as hell, but I can hear. But my medication ran out half an hour after we showed up at my in-laws' house, and it was Theraflu, so I didn't take any with me because I wasn't going to take that while I was there. I'm a little paranoid about the littles. My nephews are 3 and 6 months old. 3 years, 6 months. I didn't want to have a cup of medication in a highly distractible environment with those two around. Because I remember my children at that age, and I know mine were a little wilder than hers, than those two, but I'm just paranoid. So yeah, it's an echoey house, and they started playing the mandolin and the ukulele. So it hurt for a few minutes there, but I think it was very worth it. And we did the cookie decorating after dinner. Everyone loved it. The kids loved the activity. My sister-in-law loved the activity, which, go to town, honey. Have fun. I am past that infatuation point. But, you know, she was having fun being creative with her 3-year-old, who was mostly just eating the cookies. But that's okay. They were having fun. That was the whole freaking point. My kids loved the activities. And everyone that ate the cookies and icing said they tasted phenomenal. So, yippee, they took all that stuff home because I didn't want to bring it back. And, like, the only thing I actually wanted to bring back was the sprinkles, because we're supposed to do gingerbread houses next week. We're moving some of our Christmas activities to next week because we have a week between Christmas and when we're going to my mother's house, because my mother gracefully said, how about we just do Christmas at our house next week since they're going to be in town. So we have another week of Christmas activities, basically. So that's what we're going to do, the gingerbread houses, and I was not going to make a fuss about $10 worth of sprinkles, okay? So we did that, everyone had fun, and then we had a fun development. So Kid 2 was infatuated with the baby as soon as he saw him, which was a bit of a red flag for us, just because he's not very gentle. When he gets excited, he doesn't remember his own strength. And it's a 6-month-old. None of my children, maybe the oldest, but the other 3 do not remember how to be gentle with a baby. Okay, their baby is 5 now. And he definitely doesn't know. But he wanted to be with the baby. He tried to pull the baby out of his mummy's arms a couple times. That was a fat no. That also wound up with the baby in his daddy's arms instead, because they are, my in-laws are aware he's got autism. He's not trying to be rough, but the baby still needs to be protected. No, you can't have my coffee. I am not caffeinating you. No way in heck, baby. But after dinner, he wanted to hold the baby, and he used words. He was being gentle. I'm like, okay, we'll give this a shot, because he tried pulling the baby's leg while I was holding him. And this was a no. So he used words and sat on the couch. So I took the baby and I held the baby in his lap. Now the biggest concern here, because he was trying to be gentle, and this is a 6-month-old, not a 3-month-old anymore. When we were at the beach, we had to be very careful with him. But the biggest deal was he wanted to touch the baby's face, which was a no-no for a couple of reasons. Ow! There's a ring on that hand. Germs was one, obviously. But also because the baby's head is not as stable as he thinks it is. So, we kept him away from the face, kept batting him away from the face, but I set the baby in his lap like he wanted. And he was gentle, he was excited, and gentle. He wrapped his arms around the baby and gave him a big old squeeze and yelled, "I love you." And Abuelita got a picture. And then the baby's like, "Okay, I'm done with you people. You're not my mommy." So we gave him back to his mommy. But later in the evening, I was sitting on the floor with Kid 2. He was also on the floor. And it was clean. It was fine. And I wound up holding the baby. And I'm like, okay, what's he trying to do? Because I'm not intuitive about this child, all right? 1, my baby's 5. 2, this isn't my baby. Okay, I'm not intuitive about someone else's baby most of the time. And his mom goes, he's trying to get Kid 2. So I was like, okay, the floor's clean. Everyone's wearing no shoes with clean feet. And Kid 2 was up in the corner. I can't get you anything yet. They're doing infusions. I'll get lunch later. Off you get. Get out. So I set the baby down. And he crawled over and tried to crawl in Kid 2's lap. But, buddy, there's a bar down there. Please be careful. And, in trying to crawl in Kid 2's lap, I will not forget this image because I was at their level looking at them. And he put his hand on Kid 2's knee. And Kid 2 just stopped and stared at him with his right in the eyes with this Joker-looking grin, which is actually kind of creepy, but not a full red flag yet. And just stared at him, and the baby is staring at him and grinning and giggling, and I'm like, wow, I did not foresee this development. The baby was as enthused with Kid 2 as Kid 2 was with the baby. That was adorable. And then, we had to leave because Daddy's injuries and Mommy's injuries are not great. So that we actually had to leave because the parents were starting to not be good anymore. And then my brain just shut down. Right. So Thursday's where this gets rough. Today's not Thursday, right? Please tell me I'm not confused. No, I got this right. Yesterday was Thursday. That's where things got a little weird. We woke up Thursday morning. It is 30-something degrees outside. By 1 p.m. it was 18 degrees in Texas by 1 in the afternoon. This does not compute for anybody who normally lives in the state, okay? 1 p.m. is when it gets hot.
The failure.
Are you okay?
Yeah, just trying to walk I was trying to walk to the bathroom, and when I saw I failed.
Okay, do you need help or are you good? Bubby?
I got.
Okay. Oh, the failure.
Oh, I got bad booze.
I imagine you might. Are you sure you're okay?
Yeah.
Well, you're still practicing with that walking stick, buddy.
Yeah.
My brain shut down. I don't remember what I was talking about. Oh, right, Thursday. So we checked the weather because it was getting colder. This is not normal. And we saw what the temperature was supposed to do last night. So we did a mini panic, not an active panic, because we did a lot. We took precautions with the Snowmageddon because we lost power for a week off and on, and it was not okay. We are actually on the no shut-off list now because we have some very expensive medication in a fridge that, the doctors wrote a note and said, but power going out because of issues is still a thing. Like, it's freezing. Things happen, all right? When the water gets up in the transformer and freezes, the power company can't stop that. Hi. And we got a generator last year. Bought a generator, and Small Bacon was kind enough to send us some oil lanterns because lack of power was also lack of light in places like the bathroom. And open flames were not fun. That's actually how we survived Snowmageddon, was everyone was sleeping in my bedroom except my husband, who was babysitting the stove that was boiling water all flipping night to help get some warmth in. And we had every candle I owned lined up on my dresser and lit all damn night. Every child and me and both dogs and the cat were sleeping in the same bed. We did not want to do that again for a start. They're a lot bigger. This may not work this time. But so what I had to do was we panicked, went outside, wrapped the bushes, the trees in towels just in case I couldn't find mulch, and ran to Home Depot. Got mulch, got a bottle of kerosene because the oil lamps use kerosene and we didn't have any in the house. Like, we have a bottle. Bacon sent me a bottle of freaking kerosene. I can't find it. I have no idea where it's at, and I've cleaned this entire house top to bottom in the last 6 months. I have no idea where that damn kerosene went. So I went and bought a bottle of kerosene. And 2 bags of mulch for the trees. And I found these adorable little penguin ornaments. Decorations, little tabletop decorations covered in tinsel for $4 each, $3 each. I don't remember which. And I bought 4 of them because, yeah, it's Christmas week. And I got paid. And, yeah, there's a lot of paid there. We'll go over that in a minute. And came home. Like, we were good for food. We know the stove will light without power. That's not a problem. And we have ramen. The worst I was going to have to do was get a little finicky about how I cook Christmas dinner. Big deal. And, yeah, it hit 11 degrees last night. No, I'm sorry. It's 11 degrees now. That's the temperature when I woke up, was 11. But nothing froze. We left the faucets dripping last night. We left the one kid's bedroom door open and threw some extra blankets at them. Because that room's a garage conversion that wasn't done very well. And it's only got one heater vent in it, so we just left their door open. Dogs slept in the living room, not in the kitchen, because the kitchen got cold. Like, it's a tile floor, the coldest room in the house until it's the lousiest insulated room in the house. Let's go with that. And they usually sleep in the laundry room, which is even worse.
Yeah.
So they slept in the living room last night because I'm not doing that to the dogs. We woke up, everything's fine. Everyone's fine. Nothing froze. And today is infusions. They're getting their infusions right now. Alright, I streamed last night. I think I streamed Fall Guys most of last night, and then I tried Icarus. My computer's still flickering when I play Icarus. The screens are. That pisses me off. I'm going to have to get Dee to come look at it and figure out what the hell. Because I'm not an IT. I can't fix this crap, and there's clearly something wrong with my computer. He's got a new processor he's supposed to put in it that we just haven't gotten around to. And it may need some more help. But I've invested some in some new games on Epic Games because I got Fall Guys, opened their browser, and Ash was helping me figure out there's a lot of low-cost games that He's like, oh, this one looks fun. This one looks fun. I'm like, okay. So I dropped $50 on, not even $50, on 7 new games for stream. And Junie threw money at me. Lily has thrown money at us. It's a lot of people are like, oh, Merry Christmas. Thum. I'm like, And then I checked my stream stats today. I never check my stream stats, okay? I check in to see if I'm getting paid. That's it. I want to know how much money's coming in so I know what I'm doing. I checked stream stats today for the first time in almost the entire year because I don't care. I have 41 active subs right now. Up until now, I had basically assumed this is all people we know. We don't know that many people. I was having a bit of an existential crisis for a minute there. I'm like, I'm a successful streamer, apparently. And D pointed out that gift subs are probably part of that, and he's right. There's about 20, 25 gift subs in that, and I know it. That I know of. There are probably more. But I'm like, we don't know 20 people. What the... So yeah, I'm thrown for a loop there. And I'm going to continue streaming. This next week, I don't know if it'll be a Costco stream filmed this week or not. Or video, sorry, not stream. Because I know I've got to go into Costco to get dog food. Like, I should go get it at Costco. Alright? Like, just buying the dog food will pay for a Costco sub. Because I can get almost twice the dog food for an extra $5. Maybe $10. And normally it costs like $40 for the bag that I get. Because I've got 2 large dogs in the house. Okay, they eat a lot of food. So it's like, yeah, let's go do that. And we're almost out of dog food. But I'm going to film a Costco stream either this week or next week. Video, not stream. It's for YouTube. I am not live streaming inside Costco. I'm not live streaming most of my life because, look, it was 11 degrees today and they were still allergic to pants. I don't know. Logic is off. Until they walked outside and stepped on the concrete. Then logic was on. So yeah, the plans right now are I'm going to redo the intro video at some point. I'm kind of taking things as I get to it because I am actually having a good, relaxing Christmas in general. Which is weird to say when I'm waking up in pain every damn day. Because the cold has made the sinus infection hurt more. The ear infection hurt more. What are you cackling about? He's just laying down there looking up at me. I don't... He's having fun. Lots of this. I've been spending a lot of time with the kids, enjoying myself. But yeah, I'm going to record a Costco video at some point. We're going to get back into sewing videos this year. There is going to be a poll in Gilded tomorrow. Also, we are not doing game tomorrow. There is no vampire game for the rest of the year. But I'm going to put a poll in Gilded asking, which costume am I sewing first? Because I can start sewing as soon as I get this office cleaned up. I swear it's going to happen. So look out for that. Vote in the poll, and yeah, it's been a good year. Have a good Christmas. I will, hopefully with the next vlog, I will have some pictures or something from Christmas with the kids to put up, but don't hold your breath because I'm not really worrying about the pictures, you know? I'm worrying about having fun with them, but that's what we're doing. So, Merry Christmas. I hope you have a good rest of the year. There will be more vlogs up, I promise. And I will see you next week. Enjoy the chaos.